7. Barrett outside, the switch. Doncic goes, oh, what a great step! And then he hammers it home! Broke his ankles!
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing well. The New York Knicks just came out with a much needed victory, 116-103 on the road versus the Houston Rockets. And this is a Rockets team that's really been competing. I know they got mollywopped last night versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, but the Cavaliers are one of the best teams in basketball. I was not expecting that this season. I thought it was going to take them a couple more seasons, to be honest, to build chemistry and really mature as a ball club. But Evan Mobley, the impact he's making, Isaac Okoro's making a jump. Just everyone's playing very well. Darius Garland, of course. They just have an overall good basketball team. Jared Allen, they have talent. It looks like they have great chemistry. But this Rockets team, yes, they're young, but they have some veterans as well. And they compete night in and night out. And they definitely did not give up versus this New York Knicks squad. The final score does not really dictate how this basketball game was. And obviously, we had many players out. Just think about health and safety protocol. It wasn't even just the players. Like Rebecca Harlow, she wanted to make sure, I believe she didn't test positive. She wanted to make sure her baby was safe and healthy. So hopefully her baby is safe and healthy, because everyone's literally getting tested positive. I wouldn't even be surprised if the NBA does end up suspending the season. Walt Frazier tested positive for health and safety protocol, or for the virus, of course. And it is more serious when you are older. So I really send prayers out to Walt Frazier. I send prayers out to all the players. I hope they have a great, speedy recovery and they're in good prayers. Like Kevin Knox tested positive. RJ Barrett tested positive. Quentin Grimes tested positive. Obi Toppin tested positive. Literally, just, it's crazy the amount of players that are in health and safety protocol this season. There were so many players that I just saw, constant report after constant report that this guy is in health and safety protocol, when I saw Shams or Woj out there. But anyway, let's get into this game here. The New York Knicks came out victorious. If we lost this game, that would have been 5 losses in a row. So I'm really glad we came out with this W. So to start off in this basketball game, I was actually impressed with the offense. I thought the offense was solid at the very start. But it was kind of defense leading to the offense, because Julius Randle played some very nice help side defense, in transition. He didn't get a block, but he had a very good shot contest, I believe, on Daniel Tice. And it was a very encouraging sign that Julius Randle was knocking down threes from the outside. Nice fadeaway jumper. Evan Fournier was knocking down his shots as well. Evan Fournier, there is an inconsistency, though, when it comes to quarter by quarter. We'll see if this continues. He did hit some big-time shots for the New York Knicks in this game, but it's on the coaching staff to constantly get him involved in the action, really set up plays, and also for Fournier to consistently be aggressive on the offense side of the basketball. But the Achilles heel of this New York Knicks team tonight was really trying to stop a Kenyon Martin Jr., trying to stop a Daniel Tice. That means the paint defense, the interior defense was atrocious. We were overcommitting when we didn't have to. A Mitchell Robinson overcommitted too much outside on the perimeter, and his awareness was bad, because Mitchell Robinson's our tallest player out there on the basketball court, or one of our biggest. So when you're overcommitting on a Daniel Tice, and when Daniel Tice, if he gets by you, there's going to be no one to stop Daniel Tice at the rim, because he is a pretty big human being, and we don't have anyone to stop that dribble penetration around the rim. Just, we were overcommitting when we didn't have to. We were kind of overzealous on the defense side of the basketball. And we know Kenyon Martin Jr., I don't care that they came off of a back-to-back. They have fresh legs. This is a young basketball team. And Kenyon Martin Jr., he plays with constant energy, a high motor. He's a very athletic basketball player, and he destroyed us. He had 6 points early, but I really did think we did a good job making adjustments. But if it wasn't for the offense, this game could have gone ugly, because we also left a Garrison Matthews open outside on the perimeter a couple times. But we are lucky that Garrison Matthews has really been struggling with the 3-ball lately. He did end up making 1 3-pointer in this game, or 2 3-pointers, which is awful, because this dude was on an absolute tear. But lately, before entering this game, he was 0 of 14 from beyond the arc. He was on a very tough stretch, shooting the 3-ball, but we did have a couple stupid fouls outside on the perimeter, allowing him to kind of get into a rhythm, but it really never worked out for Garrison Matthews. But yes, I thought we scored the ball pretty well in that first quarter. I like the way Fournier shot the ball. I like the way Julius Randle scored the basketball as well. You like to see the confidence, but there is an inconsistency quarter by quarter with Evan Fournier. He's going to have a good first quarter, struggle the second, maybe show up in the fourth quarter, but it's on the coaching staff to get him constantly involved in the action. And it's also on Fournier to be aggressive in the action and demand the basketball as well. So Emmanuel quickly comes off the bench, absolutely drills a 3. But where I think everything changes, Jayshawn Tate was doing his thing as well for the Houston Rockets. By the way, I thought we did a really good job on the defense side of the basketball when it came to defending an Eric Gordon, because Eric Gordon has been huge for the Houston Rockets. I know he's older, but he's still a very good basketball player, at least in my opinion. So Miles McBride, because we have so many injuries or so many people are out, like there's going to be new players getting opportunities. And Miles McBride definitely flourished in his opportunity. I feel like this is where the New York Knicks started to thrive. This man gave us so much momentum. He is a lightning bug out there on the basketball court. This dude is an absolute competitor on defense. I love the way this dude takes pride in playing defense. I believe he had 4 or 5 steals tonight. He's just in the right situation where he's in the right place at the right time. He plays the passing lane well. He puts good pressure on the ball. He picks you up full court. He's good off the ball. He's good on the ball. This dude's a very good versatile defender. Yes, he's only 6'1", but he has a long wingspan, and he did a good job scoring the ball. He went to the basket, knocked down a couple open threes. Like, he really did give us momentum. At one point, the New York Knicks were up 17 points in this basketball game. I was really liking the way the Knicks were playing. Derrick Rose is kind of non-existent, but we're going to get into why. But everything's rolling. Burks is getting involved in the action as well for the New York Knicks quickly. This is amazing. Like, we're up 17 points. Like, this could be a very encouraging game for the New York Knicks moving forward. Again, it is against the Rockets, though. They're a hard competing team, but this isn't like some team that's going to end up in the playoffs. It's going to take them a couple years. But everything fell apart, like, in that second quarter. That second quarter, like, really was awful. Like, McBride was thriving in that second quarter. Guys were thriving. Like, by the way, like, what I was talking about at the end there was, like, kind of leading to the second quarter here. Like, we got off to a good start. Like, I really did. I really liked how the offense, like, was flowing. But Evan Fournier was just absolutely cold. Like, we're struggling defensively. Fournier was breaking shots, just bad offensive possessions, stupid fouls. Like, the Houston Rockets were able to get things going. They really were. And before you know it, that 17-point lead is, like, cut down to, like, 9 points. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is unacceptable. It was just such stagnant offense. I really did not like it at all. And notice everything goes wrong when Evan Fournier comes in for Miles McBride, because Miles McBride just gave us that constant energy. He did not give up on a play. And just like Fournier is just so wildly inconsistent, even though he ended up hitting some big time shots with this New York Knicks club. It was just awful because you wanted to see us finish that first half strong and just like step on the necks of these young players and make sure they have no confidence at home. And sadly, that did not happen to close out that first half. Like, they cut it to double digits, which couldn't happen at all or shouldn't have happened. But I will give credit to Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson did a much better job, like, really protecting the paint. And also, he did a fantastic job on Alperen Şengün, who is a rookie that's been thriving lately with his footwork. But Mitchell Robinson definitely started to get a little more discipline on the defense side of the basketball. And maybe he just had to get his footing. Noel did a good job as well. And to start off in this third quarter, Derrick Rose, we actually get some news that Derrick Rose is out the rest of the game with an ankle injury. And I'm like, are you serious? The Knicks cannot catch a break? But McBride actually ended up getting an opportunity here. This is a close basketball game. It's like single digits. The Rockets are at home. This is a young team. They're going to be extra motivated. But McBride, he did a good job distributing the basketball. Of course, he scored the ball well in this game. He played good defense. And again, this dude's in the right spot at the right time, and I absolutely love that by Miles McBride. Comes up with a steal, just runs in transition, throws it ahead of Julius Randle, makes the right read. He isn't selfish. He takes it strong to the basket. He just made the right plays. He just did. He was aggressive, but also at the same time, he played smart. He didn't force the issue out there on the court as some rookies would probably do, in my opinion. But then the New York Knicks had stupid possessions. Julius Randle turned the ball over. Offensive foul. Josh Christopher, he ends up cutting it to 2 with a big-time three-pointer. Like, this was stagnant offense. Like, the paint defense started to break down once again. And I was really scared. I'm like, we were up 17 points at one point in this game, and now it's only a 2-point game. And then, before you know it, of course, Garrison Matthews, who couldn't hit a 3 to save his life, he hits a 3 from the outside. And you know what happens? It's a tie basketball game. But the thing I love about Miles McBride, he's a resilient player. He responds, taking it strong to the basket, setting up an Evan Fournier, who was extremely streaky, like, throughout this basketball game. But Fournier stepped up when it mattered most. Fournier created. McBride found him coming off of screens. I felt like there was more action with Evan Fournier in this offense, and I really did like that by Miles McBride. And he even found Taj Gibson for a 3, so to enter that fourth quarter, we were up 84-82. And then the fourth quarter, I felt that's where we took over. Taj Gibson's defense was absolutely off the charts. If it's in the interior, just stopping guys coming off of screens, key deflections, Mitchell Robinson, key putbacks. We had so many second chance points due to Mitchell Robinson just like bringing a lot of hustle. I felt like there was a lot more hustle towards the end of this basketball game. And of course, we got to talk about it. Quickly, what did he make? Like 5 threes in that fourth quarter? He couldn't be touched. And I'm going to give credit to McBride again. I don't think he sat at all in that second half, or at least it felt like it, because we had really no one else to put out there because Quickly was playing so well. They had to keep McBride and Quickly out there on the court. But Quickly, nice lob to Mitch. Mitch just did a good job adjusting throughout this game, rolling to the basket strong, just really protecting the paint. Noel did his thing defensively. But McBride, Quickly, just huge games. Taj Gibson as well. Julius Randle, though, and Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier, I thought, did a great job, like, adjusting and hitting big shots. Randle did kind of fall off in this game, like, after that really strong start. But the New York Knicks needed this victory. They got it done. Miles McBride, what a freaking beast he was on defense, offense, passing the basketball. Let me know down below your thoughts, and peace out, y'all.